Yeti. How are you? Hope you're fine. This is the Shy Yeti Show.
Okay, where you go?
Why have I got horns?
Oh no.
Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh, there's gonna be some drama ahead.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep?
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Good boy. He's not all that shy, is right.
Such a win.
Blimey, Governor, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, fool.
Excellent. 739 739
Bonjour et bienvenue au podcast The Shy Life.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm all right. So, what's this episode going to be about? Well, it's kind of good news. As you know, Ick's been back a while now. It's taken him a while to sort of get back into the swing of things. He's had a few visitors. He's even had like day trips. I think he saw Sister U quite recently, and it's good. But the episode that we're going to present to you today, he's really back to his old self. He's full of ideas, and we got sort of involved in that. But so we've got an episode with Ick and Grizzly is here as well. So let's run the theme music. When we come back, you can hear what happened and what occurred, and hear Ick back to his old self pretty much. Yeah, it's good. Run that theme music.
Darling, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
My favorite person is here.
Keep it rolling.
Yes, but it's a positive thing, Paul. The highlights, the Shy Life.
I'll go anywhere for a potato.
Delicious.
Hello, Captors. How are you?
Oh, yippee.
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. I think he has.
I love the Yeti test. It's my favorite thing.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Yeah, I'm strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
I could eat more body weight in crisps.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
It's all gooey and meaty and yum.
It was enormous.
I don't think I'm ready to speak about it.
Here comes the grizzly.
It's the Shy Life Podcast.
I can't wait for it to begin.
That's right, I'm just being an alien. I like that.
Hi there.
Marvelous.
Oh, stupid bag. No, nothing about anything.
So, listeners, yes, as I say, this all happened during one of Grizzly's weekends over at my place. As you probably gathered from the amount of episodes he's been in, he comes over most weekends, or at least 2 or 3 weekends a month, when I'm at my flat. So he was over, and we got a phone call from Ick. But anyway, yes, it went something like this. It's really good to have you here, Grizzly. I can't believe that you always travel so far to come and hang out with me, and people who live just down the road, I barely ever see them.
Well, I really like to spend time with you and record, so you have all my free time.
Well, that's good. It's very much appreciated. It's amazing what can be done these days. Every time we come over, though, something happens. Like we have plans for a film night, and then like it never seems to work out. So Yeah. What films were we going to watch last time? I can't remember. And I think we'll have a relatively quiet one as far as being interrupted whilst our film night's on, because I think Cromarty and Yeti Uncle John have gone out again together. This is becoming a habit. It makes me wonder what's going on between those two. I think it's the flea markets. They've got into the flea markets again. I think Cromarty's sort of, he likes finding bits and pieces he can use down in the laboratory. Mr. Trowbridge used to be just the same back in the Sutton Park days. He was always turning up with bits of old computers and he'd rewired them to make some interesting device. And Cromarty, I think, has got that habit. But I mean, it's nice that they can go off. I don't know what your Uncle John gets out of it, other than a free dinner, maybe. But actually, that's probably enough. I mean, I think they're even taking Charlotte with them this time. So I hope they have a good time. Anyway, any thoughts on a film you'd like to watch?
But for sure, nothing with body horror like Human Centipede.
No, I mean, I like horror, but I've never seen it. I don't really like the torture porn stuff.
Yeah.
I like slasher movies and I like I like zombie movies and things, but I don't like it when it's almost too real, like when it's like somebody breaking a leg or something or a bone sticking out or something, things that could happen. No, that's not fun. So yeah, no, we won't be watching Human Centipede, or even the sequel, the Human Millipede, or the human ant. No, that wouldn't work. Oh, just now the phone's ringing. It's probably the nonsense police ringing up to say I've been too silly already this episode. Hello.
Hello, Paul. It's me. It's Ian. How are you?
Oh, hi. I'm good. How are you? You sound brighter.
I am, Paul. I'm almost feeling back to my old self.
Oh, well, that's terrific. I'm really pleased to hear that. What's going on? I've got Grizzly over. We're about to watch a movie.
Oh, I'm glad that Grizzly's here. I had something I wanted to speak to him about. Well, to speak to you both about. You should come over, please. I have a little proposition for you.
Oh, you've got a proposition, Nick? Well, really, I'm blushing.
Oh, Paul, don't be silly.
I know, I'm being silly. Yeah, we can come over whenever you like now or a bit later.
Now would be fine. You'll have to get some music ready there, won't you?
There's some music ready?
Yes, to get you from your flat to my UFO.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean, for the listeners.
Yes, Paul. You see, I know you so well.
You know me so well.
Oh, stop it. We're not going to get into a duet now.
No, but it could be a good idea. Anyway, yes, okay. Grizzly, are you up for going over to Ike's place? He's going to proposition us.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Oh, Paul, stop it. Don't tell him that.
I'm teasing. We'll be over. We'll just get our stuff together and then come over. And do you need anything, like from the shops or anything?
Oh, no, Paul. I can get them beamed in from space.
Oh, good. Well, in that case, we'll have lunch with you then.
Of course, Paul. All right. I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye, Ike. Bye. Oh, I mean, he seemed really well. That's the most chirpy I've heard in months. I don't know what he's got planned for us, but he seemed very enthusiastic. I did speak to him one of the last times you were over, and he had plans and things. Yeah, he's obviously making a recovery.
Yes, that's really good. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Well, right. Well, the weather doesn't seem too bad outside, so let's just head out. Listeners, we'll put some music on as Ick suggested, and when it's over, we'll be at his ship. All right. I'll speak to you in a moment. Come on, Grizzly. Maybe we can have an ice cream on the way across.
Yay!
Lovely to see you. Hello, Grizzly.
Hey, I'm happy you are better now.
Yes, I feel much better and a lot more like my old self.
That's really good to hear, Ig. So, what's this proposition you've got for us?
Well, you might not want to accept it.
Well, tell us what it is, and I guess we'll give you an answer.
Well, I've been thinking I need a project. You know, something to keep myself busy. Something to distract me. I was thinking of setting up a business.
A business? Really?
Yes, Paul. I'm kind of thinking of merchandising that we can link in with the Shy Life podcast.
Shy Life podcast merchandising? Well, I mean, I've already got Redbubble, and Yeti Uncle John's tried a few things, but...
Oh no, Paul. Not like what Yeti Uncle John does.
Well, I can understand that. What sort of thing were you thinking?
I'm thinking more high-end.
More high-end? What do you mean?
Well, Paul, you know how all these famous people, they have their own perfumes.
Perfumes? Yes, I guess so. Like Britney and Kylie and, well, they've all got their own perfume, haven't they? It's quite the in thing. I mean, Kylie even has a wine.
I know, Paul, but I don't think I like the idea of treading grapes. I'd have to keep moisturizing my tentacles. I said tentacles.
Yeah. No, I see the point. It's probably a lot of treading. I really don't know how Kylie manages to have the time to tread all the grapes that she uses for her wine.
Oh, well, Paul, you know what a dancer she is. It probably makes it quicker for treading grapes.
Oh, of course. Yeah. She probably practices. Perhaps she gets the other dancers in as well. When she's practicing her routines for like her latest tour, actually, you know, underneath on the floor are the grapes.
Yes, Paul, that's exactly right. I think that must be how she does it.
So the wine idea, that's probably out for now.
Yes, Paul, for now. At least until we've got somebody who likes to tread grapes. Anyway, grapes don't grow very well around here.
Well, no, I mean, the weather's quite erratic, isn't it? But, I mean, I always wondered how the famous people, you know, made the perfumes.
Well, Paul, I do know a few secrets, but, let's just say I don't think they're all quite as dedicated as Kylie. They may have people who help them.
Oh, really? So Britney doesn't make her own perfume?
No, Paul, I don't think so. I think she has somebody to do it for her. You know, a bit like a ghostwriter.
Oh, I see what you mean, a ghostwriter, yeah, somebody else writing a book. Oh, right. So you think ghosts make Britney's perfume?
I think that's most likely. You should talk to Douglas, or Boo when he gets back, or Polty the poltergeist. They're bound to know more about it.
You're thinking of getting them involved?
Well, yes, I like to be involved. I want to make the perfume myself.
Oh, right. Which is probably what Kylie does.
Well, Kylie would be making her own perfume, as well as the wine.
Of course. Well, she's a professional. She's dedicated, isn't she? So, anyway, why us?
Well, to be honest, Paul, you weren't the first person I asked.
Oh, no. Who else have you been talking to?
Well, I asked Cromitty, and I asked Martin, and I asked Reginald, and Tallulah, and Bettina, and August, and even Albert the Dragon. Oh, yes, and the postman.
Oh, so we're kind of the last ones on the list?
Pretty much, yes.
I feel offended.
What?
You could say I saved the best till last.
Good comeback. So what did they say?
Well, it went something like this.
Oh, darling, I'd love to, only I'm so busy. You know what the convention circuit's like. I'm always whooshing off somewhere, and if I'm not whooshing off to a convention, they've got me recording audio for some cartoon they've made. You know, I'm a busy lady.
I would like to, Ike, but my laboratory is taking up all of my time these days. And, I'm sorry. I'll have to say no.
Me? Be involved in a perfume? Well, I mean, I can understand why you've asked me, what with my sniffing and all that stuff. But I think that perhaps, I'd rather be involved in the testing process. The end. I don't think I want to get involved with manufacturing. I like to be, I like to be the the customer, as it were.
Oh my darling, I'd love to have helped, but there just isn't time. The music school takes up every hour of my day. Oh, I do hope it goes well, though.
A perfume? It sounds wonderful, but I really know nothing about it. I don't think it's for me. I like to be with Tallulah, and she needs quite a lot of help. So, there's so much happening at the school. I don't think I'd have time.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the offer, but so I don't think I've got time, although I really would like to. I'll definitely buy some. If you, once you get it done. Yeah. Oh, a perfume? Can I paint it? Because if I can't paint it, then I'm simply not interested.
What? I'm just a postman. I don't know anything about perfume. I don't know why you asked me.
Well, at least Martin said he'd sort of be involved.
Oh, well, yes. Martin has a very good nose for these sorts of things. He really does, yes.
I noticed one absence. Somebody you haven't asked.
Oh.
Yeti Uncle John?
Yeah, well, no, I have not asked him.
He is very busy with Charlotte, yeah.
You know, he's just hopeless at business.
Yeah, he is pretty hopeless at business, especially with merchandising. But how are you going to keep it from him?
Oh, well, yes. Well, we'll deal with that when it happens. He's so busy with other things, he may not even notice.
Okay, well, I mean, I hate to sound negative, but I just don't think I have the time to dedicate to this. I'd like to help in some way. I mean, it's a Charlotte Podcast perfume, so yeah, you can put my face on the bottle.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Or we can talk about it on the show, or we can be in the adverts. But I don't think I want to be involved with the actual manufacture of it. I mean, what do I know about that?
Oh, well, you just go and look on the internet and Google it.
Really? Is that what you did?
Oh, yes, you just had, how do you make your own perfume? And there's the answer. Right there.
Okay. I still don't think I've got the time. But with editing the podcast, visiting my parents, keeping Dealey happy, and various hospital appointments, no, I don't think there is the time. But I don't know. What do you think, Grizzly? Do you have time? I mean, Grizzly's doing studies and things, but are you interested? Is it something that you think you could help with?
I mean, I could help with some magical and rare ingredients when I'm off from school, but I'm also pretty busy with the school, real life, visiting you, recording with you.
Well, you know, I just need some help. It doesn't have to be full time. I mean, I'd like to discuss it with you, Grizzly, if you could spare a moment. And yes, Paul, you could be involved more with the end product along with Martin. And it would be very useful to have your help, just to have some guidance in the whole process. So, Grizzly, if you'd be up for discussing a few ideas with me.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Just a bit worried. I do get quite a lot of allergies and things. You know, sort of like the opposite of Martin. I don't necessarily want to be sniffing things too often in case they make me sneeze. Yeah. Well, I think perhaps you know, whilst it's here, you and Grizzly have a little chat, and just if you want to sort of roll some ideas around. Is that okay, Grizzly? Just a little chat. I wanted to ask Ike something whilst I'm here.
Sure, it's not a problem.
Oh, well, that sounds good. What was it you wanted to ask, Paul?
You know you have that recording studio on your ship somewhere, or you used to.
Yes, Paul, of course. Did you want to use it?
I don't want to use it as such. I just wondered if you had a spare microphone because not so long ago I lent one of my microphones. You know, when we do like more serious or more sort of interview type episodes, I actually have a proper microphone. Of course, when we're doing episodes when we're out and about, I can't have a big microphone stand and a big one. So I don't use it that often, but I like to have it.
What happened to yours, Paul?
Well, I lent it to Hubert Gentry a week or two ago, and he hasn't returned it. So I have a feeling that I'm never going to get it back.
Ha! What does Hubert Gentry want with a microphone? For that matter, who is Hubert Gentry?
You remember? He's the guy who worked at the bar where August worked in that missing 6 months. He's been on the run for a while. Actually, probably some of this happened when you were in the other dimension.
Yes, I think it might have done. It doesn't sound familiar. Well, some of it does, but no.
Well, because he helped us, Hubert helped us. He kind of ended up going on the run because he was scared. The controller was involved, I think. He was just running for his life because, because he was worried that somebody would want retribution.
Oh, why? Because he told you what went on?
Yes, and it did take a while to sort out. It was all connected with that Coconut Jim guy. You know, there were 2 Coconut Jims. I don't know if this is like when you weren't you.
Oh, Paul, I wish I could remember what exactly was going on when I was here before I was kidnapped.
We've never really had this conversation, Nick. We were never too sure. The fake Nick kept asking for money, pay rises, and I mean, presumably that was all fake. I mean, you were never wanting a pay rise, were you?
Oh, Paul. Gosh. Oh, dear. I wish I could remember. It seems like a very long time that I was away. I wasn't actually here when I got kidnapped. I was visiting Sister Ooh.
Well, I guess we estimate that perhaps you were gone for 4 or 5 months then, perhaps around the end of 2022 or the beginning of 2023.
I guess so, Paul. As I say, it's all a bit fuzzy now.
Well, anyway, lots went on when you weren't here. It's only just occurring to me that you probably need to be filled in on some of it, but...
Oh, Paul, it's fine. I'll just listen to the old episodes.
Perhaps you should, yeah. But anyway, yes, the question you were asking was, why did Hubert Gentry need my microphone? Well, I mean, I don't know if you know, I'm sure your Uncle John must have mentioned it, but he's living in the Magpie Hut, in the extension. Had you noticed, the Magpie Hut is sort of bigger than it used to be.
Oh, I suppose I hadn't really thought about it. I just presumed that his Uncle John had expanded.
Well, I mean, he keeps going to parties with Charlotte. He definitely will expand, but no. And the listeners know about this. I think you and I are going to have a little chat, but to be brief, I'd always said, because he's been helpful, but if Hubert was on the run, he could come and stay here, and we'd find somewhere for him. But when he arrived, he was so rude to everybody. Nobody wanted to have him stay over with them. The only person who did was Yeti Uncle John, who seemed oblivious to the fact that he was being insulted. Hubert Gentry is a very rude man.
Oh, golly. So, what? Yeti Uncle John arranged for the Magpie Hut to be expanded so that Hubert could live there?
That's what happened, yeah. They have separate entrances to the hut. Hubert very much keeps himself to himself. And anyway, he showed up not so long ago asking for a microphone. Apparently he was going to do a talking book of his memoirs or something.
Oh, how curious.
Yeah. Anyway, so the long and the short of it is that I kind of want to borrow a microphone.
Oh, but will you ever give it back, Paul?
Well, who knows?
Oh, Paul, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I never use any of that stuff. If you want to go to the studio and you find a microphone, then, well, you're welcome to keep it.
Thank you. It's taken us about 5 minutes to say something that I could have said in about a minute, but we always go off on tangents.
Oh, Paul, I blame that Mr. Goodman. He's always going off on a tangent.
That's true. Nicky is the king of tangents. Anyway, okay, I'll go to the studio, and you and Grizzly have a chat. And listeners, actually, whilst those two are talking, why don't you have a listen to something? I don't know, a quiz or a chat or something, and give them a few minutes. Give them a few minutes, and I'll find his microphone. So, okay, we'll be back in a moment. Hey, listeners, we're going to do some more Italian lessons this time, but we're going slightly off the radar. We're going for rude words. Yeah, I mean, it's been said to me often that you can't say you know, Italian or any language if you don't know how to swear in that language. Now, I'm going to steer clear of the really rude ones. I'm going to go for the sort of medium rudeness ones. But I mean, they're all out there. They're all out there if you want to know more. But we're going to get Gianluca in to help with pronunciation. So yeah, let's see how we do. So we're going to start with a word that basically translates as "what cabbage," but is also used as an equivalent to "what the hell." Now, I'm going to have a go. It's spelled Cacavolo, 2 words. So, Che Cavolo. Che Cavolo is "what the hell." A very similar one, which is Che Palle, this sucks. It is considered a mild swear word. Che Palle, if that's how I pronounce it, if that's how it's pronounced. For now, we're going to jump some of the really rude ones, and we're going to try another one that begins similarly to the last two, Che Schifo, which is Chesschifo. Che Schifo, which means gross or how disgusting. I don't know how I'm doing with these. Am I getting it right, Gianluca? Che Cavolo, Che Palle, Che Schifo. Yeah. I mean, do you think I should say the really rude ones? I don't know. I don't know if the listeners can cope with it. Perhaps at the end.
Hey ho, it's been a while, I know. I try to help you. Substantially, remember that in Italian, C and H together make the K sound. So, substantially, you have che cavolo, che palle, che schifo. And not che cavolo, che palle, che schifo. C and H are K. K.
Okay, so the next ones are slightly, they're still mild, but they're more sentences, really. Mi fa kagare. I'm not sure if it's going to be kagare. It's basically, it means, I think that's bad, but it translates apparently to it makes me poop. So, I don't know. It's supposed to convey that you're discontented or dissatisfied with the situation. Mi fa kagare. Mi fa kagare. We'll get Gianluca back, of course, and thank you very much for your help so far. So, the next one is Mache Sigulo. So, yeah. I won't spell it out, but it's supposed to mean are you joking? And in Italian it's meant to translate as, but how silly or stupid are you? Are you joking? Mache Segulo. And then the last one in this section is porca miseria, or porca miseria, and that's supposed to mean things suck. It's supposed to translate as pig misery, in a way to express dissatisfaction with something. It's supposed to be something you say before you about to complain about something. So, Gianluca, we've had mi fa cagare, Mache Segrulo, and porca miseria. Come on, tell us how it's really pronounced. I've mucked it up, I'm sure.
Okay, the pronunciation is ma che sei grullo. Remember what I told you about the ch. In Italian, ch, is k sound, che, not che, che. Ma che sei grullo?
We're going to skip another rude one. I think I'm going to say them at the end and not tell you what they stand for, and then only my Italian listeners will know, and the rest of you can just Google it. So we've got, I guess this isn't too rude, lecca culo, ass kisser. Yeah, somebody who's toadying up to somebody. Lecca culo. What about incasato, which means I'm pissed or I'm enraged or I'm angry, I'm displeased. There's another one that's a bit strange. It's supposed to sort of, I guess, denigrate your family, but in a joking way, or denigrate somebody else's family in a joking way. Mortacitua, which is supposed to mean your dead relatives. So we've had Leccaculo, Incasato, and Mortacitua this time.
Well, substantially you have incazzato. When you see, at least in Italian, a word with two letters, I mean a double letter, in this case 2Z, you must give some emphasis on the double letter. In this case, it's a very hard sound, is incazzato, not incassato, incazzato. Mortacitua, not mortaki or other things. Is mortacitua. Just remember that, always in Italian, of course, you have the hard sound of C, so chi, less K, only when you have H after the C. So if in this case you would have been something like mortacitua,
CCHE, the pronunciation would have been mortacchi. But you have CCI without the H in the middle. So it's mortacci, soft sound, mortacci tua.
Okay, well, we're back to the pigs again because we've got porca vacca. And porca is Italian for pig and vacca is Italian for cow. So the phrase basically translates to pig cow. On the website I'm looking at, it kind of translates it as holy crap. And we have another one here, a fanabla, which is apparently the Italian equivalent of go to hell. So yeah, a fanabla. Then we have some more rude ones. Let's do another sentence. Mi hai rotto I coglioni. It's actually supposed to translate as it's supposed to translate as you have cracked my testicles. But it's kind of meant to be used in a way like you might have said to somebody, you are annoying me. I mean, if you'd crack someone's testicles, they'd definitely be annoyed, but okay, so this time we've done porca vacca, a fanabla, and mi hai rotto I coglioni.
Here, honestly, for a fanabla, almost correct. You just have to remember that you don't have a. I mean, in Italian, the sound of the a is a, is more ascetic, is a fanabla. A, in that case, would mean to somewhere, for example, I want to go to Rome. In Italian would be voglio andare a Roma. In this case, a fanabla. You know what I mean. The second one is very complicated for you, I know. Mi hai rotto I coglioni. Mi hai rotto. Always the fact of the two letters equal, rotto. I coglioni. We don't have gli here. I mean, in Italian, yeah, of course, we have the GL sound, but it's not separated when you have GLI, sorry, in the same word. In this case, would be coglioni, like meraviglioso. You know what I mean? So it would be coglioni.
Believe it or not, I actually got some of these right. So Gianluca's only really sent me corrections on the words I got wrong. So mi fa cagare was right. Porca miseria was right, although I'm not convinced. I wasn't even sure what the other sentence was. In the next batch, Leccaculo was right, but he had notes on the other two. And moving on to the next batch, Porca Vacca was right, although I'm sure I didn't sound very Italian when I said it just then. The other two words or sentences he had notes on. Our next one sounds a bit like an insult, but actually, apparently, it's almost supposed to be a compliment. It's fascia di culo. Fascio di culo. It says here that means face like an ass or ass face. But apparently, it's supposed to mean, if used in Italy, it's supposed to mean that you actually have a lot of nerve if you've got a face like an ass. Okay. We've also got porca puttana, which is another pig insult. It translates as pig whore, and apparently you only say it It's only mild anger. Like if you stub your toe, it means damn it. Now, another one we have here is Kazata, which means bullshit. You might say non dir kazate, which means stop bullshitting me. So we've had fascia di culo, porca putana, and casata this time. So, Gianluca, have I done? Can't blame it on the listeners.
These ones are almost correct, all of three. I mean, porca puttana is good. Faccia di culo and cazzata are signed with the X, the red X cross. Just because you should give more emphasis on the double letters, as I told you. For example, it's not fascia da culo, it's faccia da culo. Faccia, not fascia. Faccia. While cazzata is not cassata, is cazzata. Cazzata. I mean, an Italian would understand you, I'm pretty sure, but I know you aim for perfection.
There's one here that don't know how you pronounce it, so I'll just have to have a go. It's spelt Sfigato. It means loser. Sfigato? Yeah, I just don't know how the S and F is pronounced like that. But the next one's quite a long one. It's one word, but it's Rincoglionito. It means foolish. It actually means, or it actually translates as becoming senile, or maybe being stupid or absent-minded. It's right. Let's see, Rincoglionito. Rincoglionito. I quite like that one. I need to know exactly how to pronounce that one. This one. Basically, you're basically calling somebody a wanker if you say this one, and it's pronounced. Well, I don't know if it's pronounced. It's spelled Segailo. Segaiolo. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. So we've had Sfigato, Rincoglionito, and Segaiolo this time.
Okay, here Sfigato and Segaiolo are correct overall. Rincoglionito is not Rincoglionito because remember, G and L in Italian are not hard sound, but more a soft one, like in meraviglioso. Rincoglionito, okay? It's that sort of yeah. If you struggle in saying yeah because it's not a sound you have in English, you can go for Rincoglionito. That it's not the same, but at least more understandable,
I like the sound of this one. Mezzasega. 2 words. Mezzasega. So it might be Mezzasega. It's supposed to mean a pipsqueak or a nobody. Somebody who you consider insignificant. The next word, it's basically supposed to mean a man who's been cheated on, but it's just generally used as an insulting phrase to call a male person. I mean, I don't know why a man who's been cheated on is considered like it's not their fault they've been cheated on. But I guess it goes back to sort of very I don't know, old-fashioned sort of times where it would be considered, that you have failed if someone has cheated on you. But cornuto, cuckold. I don't think I even knew what cuckold meant until quite recently, or I had to look it up. It's not a word that I hear being used. It does sound like a very old word. Yeah, cornuto. And the last one, it seems quite simple, at least the translation seems quite simple, but I think there's more to it, as usual, with these ones. Mene photo. 3 words. MENEFOTTO. It means I don't care, but it comes from the Italian word fotere, which means to steal. It's also used as a slang phrase that means to sleep with someone, but one of the most common uses apparently is mene photo, which means you don't care. If somebody asks you a question, you're not interested. So this time we've had mezza sega, cornuto, and mene photo. Did I pronounce them anywhere near how they're supposed to be pronounced?
Mezzasega and cornuto are correct. Menefoto, almost, because you said menefoto, but it's more like menefoto. It's more a hard and open sound. Menefoto. Foto.
The last words are pretty rude words. I'm not even going to tell you what they mean. I'm just going to say them and you can Google it. So we've got caso, we've got vaffanculo, we've got stronzo or stronza, we've got minchia, which I guess isn't so rude. Well, I guess it depends. We've also got filio di puttana. We've got bastardo, baldaraca, puttana, murder, coglione, vica, suca, and I guess frocio, if it's used as an insult, but yeah, it's a not very nice word for that term anyway. So that's it. So between us, the Shy Podcast and Gianluca have been encouraging you to learn insults. Some of them okay in reasonably polite company, and some of them definitely not. So don't go around telling people I've told you to say these words. Well, you can say some of them. Just don't say those ones I've just told you just now. Well, thank you very much, Gianluca, for your guidance with these foul words. Some more foul than others. But anyway, thank you very much. We'll speak to you again soon. All right, bye-bye for now, Gianluca. And listeners, don't tell anyone what I've been telling you or teaching you or what we've been teaching you. Just get back to the episode and, and just pretend it never happened, all right? I mean, don't pretend the lesson never happened, not the episode. Oh, anyway, get going.
Grizzly, thank you for helping. I just need someone to roll around a few ideas.
Yeah, sure, it's my pleasure.
You see, Grizzly, I want to do this perfume making in the most genuine way possible. If I'm going to make, celebrity Shylock podcast perfume, then I want it to be just right. Nothing should go out that is below standard or like something that Eddie Uncle John would release. If you know what I mean. I don't mean to be rude. As I say, I want to be part of the process. I want to make it myself. I've been researching, I've been studying to find out how you do it. It turns out that all the best celebrity perfumes are made in the same way.
Okay.
I suppose I can share these secrets with you. You see, when they make these, very famous perfumes, they get the stars who are endorsing them to cry that the perfume is made from their tears. I mean, I'm not sure about Britney, but some of them maybe get somebody else to cry, but no, all the best ones are made this way. So, for instance, if you buy a perfume that's endorsed by Taylor Swift, then, she will at some point have had to sit in her bedroom crying into a little cup. That's how they would have collected the Taylor Swiftness of the perfume. It's quite exhausting work. That they have to send these stars, into a cubicle and then get them to cry for weeks in some cases, depending on how famous they are. Poor Lady Gaga, she must be run dry, she must be a husk. But, it's a difficult job, but somebody's got to do it. The only thing I don't know is quite what they used to make the stars cry, because really it needs to be happy tears. Sad tears are more bitter, and nobody wants that sprayed all over them, do they? It's no good, like, sticking some sort of chemical under their nose, making them cry, because that taints the tears. Of course, some of these actors, and I imagine Kylie would be the same, some of these actors can just cry on demand, so that's less of a problem, but singers, maybe not. It's taking a lot of research to get the answers I need. I suppose what I'm saying with our Shy Life podcast is that whichever members of the team we use, we're going to have to find a way to make them cry. And, cry happy tears. I mean, potentially we have quite a good range of team members that we can call upon. I'm sure Bettina would cry into a bucket for us if we asked her. And also, her being an actor would make things easier. But, I'm not against having my own perfume, if it comes to that. But I'm sure if we got one of Tallulah's favourite students to play a beautiful piano concerto, then she would cry. Although she does tend to favour students who have no talent, so I guess it doesn't have to be equality. Any old fool tickling on the ivories would probably do it. Of course, there is no perfume range if we can't get Paul on board. I'm sure he'll be easy enough to persuade. But, yes, the tears of Shayeti are the tears that we must aim for as the top of the range. I'm sure you understand. I'm sure we can find a way to make him cry.
Yeah, that makes sense, but it's awful technique and I don't want to see Paul crying.
Oh, but Grizzly, it's a necessary evil. This is the way that perfume is made. All perfumes are made this way. So, we'll just have to do it. We'll just have to do it. I don't think a lot of people know this, to be honest, but I'm not saying we should trick Paul. He'll know what he's getting into, but it is the only way. I think Paul is quite an emotional person. I'm sure it won't be difficult to collect some tears. We just have to play him some pop music or, show him a few cat videos. And then the buckets will be overflowing with his tears. Well, we must be open and honest with Paul. That's all I'll say. No trickery. That's a Yeti Uncle John style of business, and it's not mine. I mean, there is no perfume without Shy Yeti. But, as I say, as long as he agrees. Well, you know about the Yeti test. It's all about crying easily. Pop music being the main cause, so I don't think it'll be a problem.
I mean, I could cast a crying spell on him, and after this, just erase his memory to don't remember the sad tears he cried, and that he was forced to cry for a perfumes.
I wonder what music we can find. He must have a favourite Bucks Fizz album or something, or the Wombles, or I don't know. There must be a particular ABBA B-side that really sends him over the edge. I'm sure we can find something. This is where I think we should get comedy involved, because I think there must be some sort of scientific method behind all this, some scientific foundation. There must be certain songs that produce better tears. I guess it can depend on the subject, but anyway, I'm sure comedy can look into it. Does that make sense?
I mean, I don't like the whole process, but I know how to make Paul happy crying. I can just dance for him to his favorite songs.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Once he comes back from the studio, we'll discuss it with him. I want to be open and honest about my ideas, about our ideas. Oh, I think he might be coming now.
Hi guys, everything okay?
Oh yes, Paul, everything's fine. But we need your input now. We have something to discuss with you.
Oh, right. You okay, Grizzly?
Yeah, kind of.
Did you get the microphone?
I did, yes. Yes, this one. Is that okay?
Oh yes, Paul, that's fine. I think I got that as a free gift from Radio.fm.
Radio.fm. Whatever did happen to them?
Oh, Paul, I'm not sure. I suppose they may still be out there broadcasting. Maybe they've changed their name, had a rebrand.
I'm not sure. I don't think I care. So sorry. You want me to help you with something?
Yes, Paul. Grizzly and I have had an idea, and we want to know your thoughts on it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, Paul, as you know, I want to work on the celebrity perfume for the Charlotte podcast, and I want to have quite a few different perfumes in the range, each one attributed to a different member of the team. But I really can't continue unless you're prepared to, be the first test subject. You are Shy Yeti after all. You should be at the centre of the range.
Oh, all right, okay. So what, you're saying somewhere along the line you'd like perfumes on, I don't know, like a Wifey Joe perfume, a Paul from School perfume, a Callum perfume, a Troby and Lisa, or a Nick Goodman perfume?
Paul, I wouldn't go quite that far. No, those names aren't necessarily at the top of my list, as important as they are to the show.
Oh, okay. I suppose you mean the regulars, like Cromarty or Bettina or Tallulah or something?
Yes, Paul, that's more like it. You see, what we need, though, most importantly, to make this perfume is, tears.
Okay.
I'll need your tears.
Okay.
Oh, look, Grizzly. He's almost in tears already.
I'm not in tears. I'm not. No, I'm not at all.
Oh, come on, Paul. You're known for it. You're known for your tears. You're known to be quite the crybaby.
Oh, I'm not a crybaby.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a big hug.
Oh, thank you.
I can definitely see tears in your eyes, Paul, don't deny it. But I don't want sad tears. I want happy tears. It will mean that you need to listen to some music. Possibly Grizzly will dance for you. He's offered to do that. You can watch videos of cute bunny rabbits, raccoons, kittens, anything that makes you cry. As long as they're happy tears.
Okay, I guess I'm up for that. If I watch videos like that, it's going to happen anyway.
Excellent. Well, I'll give you some containers. A couple of buckets will do to start with. Yes, you can cry into those.
Buckets?
Yes, Paul, buckets. Come on, you've got to cry. Cry, cry, cry.
Okay.
Yes, Paul, good. Good, that's a positive attitude. We'll see how much you can produce.
Okay, so what do you propose?
A film night, Paul. Just, watch anything that will make you cry. I know you've been planning a film night for some time. Yes, so you and Grizzly, you can go back to the flat, or you can watch it here on my home cinema. Whatever suits you best.
I didn't even know you had a home cinema.
Oh, yes, Paul. It's a screening room. Looks very professional. Yes, you should go there. Just get busy. That's all. Just get busy.
All right. What's this about dancing, Grizzly? Are you preparing something? Are you up for it?
Yeah, sure. It's always a pleasure to dance for you, and I know you like it.
I must admit, I do enjoy it. And at times it does make me cry with utter joy. So, okay, I guess I'm prepared to take one for the team to be the first test subject. But, when it's all collected and put into bottles, how exactly are you going to market the whole thing?
Don't worry, Paul. That's my side of the business. And I've got plenty plans. I'll design the bottles. I'll get the labels printed. Yes, it'll look really good. I've even talked to a few stores that have said they'll stock it. Yes.
We should call it Yeti juice.
Yeti juice. Yeah, that could be good. That's what we call the potions on Fortnite when we see them, don't we? How does that sound, Ick?
It sounds perfect. Yeti juice, as endorsed by the Shy Life Podcast.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to work on it, because if you're going to do lots of different associated brands, they can't all be called Yeti Juice. But anyway.
Don't you worry, Paul. We'll sort all that out down the line. Anyway, you grab those buckets over there and head for the home cinema. I'll draw you a map.
Oh, if you would. I always get lost in this place.
I know. It's bigger on the inside.
That's familiar.
If you need more buckets, I've got plenty more. If the worst comes to the worst, you can cry into my pots and pans and coffee cups and, anything that will hold tears.
All right.
Help yourself to popcorn as well.
Popcorn? Really? Oh, that's really kind of you.
That's right, Paul. Get crying, but don't waste a tear. Cry straight into that bucket, please.
All right, I will. Come on, Grizzly. Let's go.
I've got to do a few bits and pieces on the computer, so I'll let you get on with it.
All right, yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's get watching some movies. Here, grab a bucket.
Okay.
You can't
million at witty chat, and yet at least you are consistent. So am I really that resistant in many ways? Now to be fair, to be quite honest, I'm glad you're there. Everything you do is wrong. Your hair's a mess, your breath is strong. You do your best, you say you do, but I wouldn't bother if I were you. But I wouldn't bother if I were you.
Right. Well, I think that the bottle should be Yeti-shaped. Yes, that would be good. Yes, definitely. I like that idea. Oh.
Your presence has been detected and recorded. Thank you.
Hello, who is that? Hello?
Hello, it's me, Cromitty. How are you, Ick?
I'm fine. What's wrong with you? Why are you so nervous?
Well, I just wanted to warn you that Yeti Uncle John is only moments behind me, and I'm afraid he's not pleased at all.
Oh dear, what's going on now?
Well, you know what you're doing, what you're talking about, the whole perfume business. He's heard about it, and he's heard that he's not involved in it, hasn't been invited to take part.
Oh dear, well it was bound to happen. No, I didn't ask him to take part, because in the past he's been so involved with all sorts of scam merchandising. I didn't want his name to take this new brand.
Well, yes, I do understand that. I do understand that, believe me, Eek. But as I say, he's still not happy.
That's okay. I can deal with him. When he gets here, I can deal with him.
Oh, dear. Oh, I am sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings.
No. Don't apologise, Cromitty. Thank you for the warning. I'll be prepared. I don't mind talking to him. I'll tell it to him straight. He needs to hear these things.
I know, but do be gentle with him, Eek.
I will be. Oh dear, I could do without this today. I've got a terrible ticking in my head.
A ticking in your head?
Yes, it's just something that's, I've had ever since I got back from the other dimension. It's fine. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Well, I hope he's gentle with you.
No. Yet Uncle John can say what he needs to say. I'm not that fragile, Cromitty.
Well, if you're sure.
I'm sure.
By the way, do you know where Paul and Grizzly are? I couldn't find them at the house.
Oh, yes, they're in the screening room, the home cinema, having a good old cry.
A cry?
Yes. It's all part of the perfume collection system thing.
Oh, really? You'll have to explain it to me. I don't think I understand. Anyway, I'll go and find them. I'll go and see what's going on.
But don't interrupt too much. Don't stop them crying. It's important. Especially Paul. He's the brand leader.
Oh, yes, of course. Anyway, I'll get out of your way.
Oh, whilst you're going, take some more popcorn and a couple more buckets.
All right. Buckets? Popcorn? What is going on?
Your presence has been detected and recorded. Thank you.
Ick, are you there? I want to have a word with you.
Oh, here he comes. I can hear him stomping. Yeti Uncle John, come through.
Ick. Oh, there you are. I want to have a word with you. I've got a few things to say.
I'm sure you do, Yeti Uncle John. I'm sure you do. What exactly is the problem?
Oh, you know what the problem is. I heard what you're up to. You're trying to destroy my livelihood, my merchandising business, by setting up your own range.
Oh, Yeti Uncle John, you don't corner the market in this. No, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. My merchandising will be official merchandising because Paul has sanctioned it. He's part of it, literally part of it.
Oh, I don't understand. Why are you doing this?
Because somebody should be doing quality merchandising, not the tat that you sell.
Well, really, I've never been so insulted.
Oh, well, get ready. I'm here for it.
Oh, Eek. Oh, I'm lost for words. Anyway, my merchandising isn't tat. Anyway, I do have an agreement with Paul. It was a verbal one, many years ago.
Well, he's made more than a verbal agreement with me. He's crying into buckets for me. Yes, his tears will be part of the perfume.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
It'll be beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you.
Eek. I'm shocked.
You don't even have a perfume range.
I was going to do one called Stink. Stink by Shy Yeti.
Stink? Oh, that really does stink.
I thought it was a great name. Charlotte thought it was a great name.
I bet she did. But I'm working on a perfume range now, and it'll be the official one, so I wouldn't bother. I would stick to assisting Charlotte in her daily needs. Being a chauffeur was always more your level, darling.
I think I've just been insulted.
I think so too. At least we agree on something. I'm sure Charlotte keeps you very busy. I hear she's very demanding.
She's an angel. She's an angel. It's a privilege to help Charlotte. Absolutely. Yeah. I won't hear a bad thing about her.
No. I understand. You're very loyal, if nothing else, Yeti Uncle John.
Yes, I'm very loyal, if nothing else. I think that's another insult.
Could be.
I'll tell you what, Ick. What really upsets me, what really upsets me is that you never even asked me. I'd have been prepared to change. I thought we were friends.
We are friends, Yeti Uncle John.
Well, it doesn't sound like it. You asked everybody but me. It really hurt. It really hurt, Ick.
Yeti Uncle John, could you just stand over that bucket if you're going to cry, please?
What? Are you trying to steal my tears?
Well, I suppose it would be worth including a Yeti Uncle John product as part of the cheaper end of the range.
I don't know if I should be insulted again or whether I should be pleased. I'm so confused.
There, Yeti Uncle John. Do cry.
I thought you didn't want my tears. You talked to everybody else.
I've changed my mind. Keep crying.
Oh dear.
There. Oh, goodness. You already filled that bucket a quarter full. You don't have to expel a lot of tears when you cry. That's wonderful.
I feel used. I feel used.
That's okay. Just keep crying.
Well, I suppose I'm glad that you appreciate my tears. I'll tell you, they're twice as good as Paul's, I promise you.
Yes, well, we'll see. Just keep at it, will you?
All right, I'm doing it.
Happy tears. Make sure at least some of those are happy tears, though. Otherwise it'll turn out too bitter.
All right. I'll have you know us Yetis are well known for our tears. It runs in the family. You'll find they're very good quality.
I'm sure. Just stop talking. Keep crying.
All right. I'm doing it. Working for Charlotte often involves tears, so I'm well practiced.
As long as they're happy tears.
Yes, it makes me cry with joy working with Charlotte. Well, except for sometimes when she's in a bad mood, but it can be quite tiring running around after her. But yeah, mostly it's happy tears.
Go on, channel that pride. Channel that pride.
Yeah, sometimes I get exhausted and I have to go and have a little cry in the back of my taxi. But yes, yeah, no, it's good. It's a good experience.
Good. I'll know if there's a sad tears. Promise you'll be able to test for it. So keep smiling, keep crying, keep smiling.
Oh yes, I'm doing it. I'm so happy. Oh, Ick, all the time I thought you didn't care.
No, I don't. But anyway, keep going.
Oh, he's joking. You're joking, right?
I'm joking, if that's what you want me to say.
Hi, guys. How is everything? Oh, dear.
Oh, we're fine, yes. Keeping busy. How is Paul and Grizzly?
Well, they're very busy crying, yes. Grizzly seems to have got into the spirit of the whole thing as well, so...
Oh, that's good to hear.
And you too?
Well, as you can see, Yeti Uncle John has also got into the spirit of the collection process.
I'm having a good cry.
Yes, keep smiling.
Oh, right. Gosh.
I'm going to need your help too, Cromitty.
You want me to cry as well?
Oh, yes, eventually. But I also need you to do some tests for me. You know, in the lab.
Oh, all right.
There must be a way that you can, separate the sad tears from the happy tears. I suspect that the sad tears aren't going to be of any use. You see, and I don't want to taint the happy tears.
Well, I'm sure I can work something out. Yes.
Marvellous. Yes, well, get on with it then. Yes, we have a production line here.
Oh, all right. Oh, dear. I feel quite tired. Oh, dear. It's been quite an emotional day.
Well, yes, but if you're going to cry, do take a bucket with you.
Oh, all right. I will.
And take that one of Yeti Uncle John's. It's half full. He can start on a new one.
Oh, thank you. My tea's going to be the first teas that are tested.
It looks that way. I think you're filling them up quicker than Paul can.
I told you I have stamina. Oh gosh, Yeti Uncle John.
Yes, well, you are surprisingly impressive, Yeti Uncle John.
Thank you so much.
Cromitty, I also want you to, study the different tiers from the different subjects. To see which is the highest quality. It might make a difference.
All right. I'm sure I can do that too. Oh, it may take a day or two.
Oh, gosh. All right, just get on with it.
All right, I will. Oh dear. He's become quite dominant, hasn't he, Yeti Uncle John? Oh no, he has. He's having a bit of a strange effect on me, but anyway.
Oh, Yeti Uncle John, that's quite inappropriate. I'm your boss.
You're my boss? I thought Charlotte was my boss.
Everyone's your boss, Yeti Uncle John.
Oh dear.
Right, I better go and check on Paul and Grizzly. Run along, Cromitty, and keep up those tears, Yeti Uncle John.
Oh, yes, all right. Oh dear. Oh, don't tire them out, will you?
They'll be fine.
Oh, Grizzly, that film was so sad I thought it was never going to end. I must have filled up at least 8 buckets.
Oh, Bambi's such a sad film. Poor old Bambi's mother gets killed at the start, and it just makes me cry, and it takes me about 3/4 of the film to get over that and stop crying, and then I can't work out what's going on. I lose the thread of the plot.
Stop crying because I'm crying because you're crying, and I can't stop crying.
My eyes are just so red. Oh, and now I'm confused which bucket has sad tears and which bucket has happy tears. I mean, it wasn't all sad tears. We did laugh at that comedy film we watched. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a comedy film, but we laughed and cried a lot at it. It's a Tom Cruise film. His acting always makes me laugh. Oh, he's ridiculous. Your dancing made me cry happy tears too. It was very good. I never knew you could do the splits. And that backflip was amazing. It was amazing. I guess it will be able to work out what's what, or comedy will be able to.
We just said they are all happy tears.
Yes, guys, it's fine. Comedy's working on a process that'll separate the happy tears from the sad tears. He's going to do lots and lots of tests. It may take a few months, or if I have my way, a few weeks or a few days. But, yes, anything you can produce can be used. Yes. Have you had fun?
Yeah.
I guess so. But it must be coming up to near the end of the episode.
I suppose so, yes.
How have you been doing, Ike?
Oh, fine. If your Uncle John showed up, and, I've decided that, actually, his tears might be useful after all. He's a very good crier. He managed to fill up over half a bucket, and, yes, he's, starting another one now. Oh, my goodness. 8 buckets.
So they're just my buckets. His Grizzly's buckets are over there.
Oh, wonderful. You have been working hard. Good boys.
Thank you.
Are you all right, Grizzly? You look a bit red in the face. Have you been crying?
Yes, but I didn't want to.
Oh, dear.
Give me a hug.
I hope we haven't let you down.
Oh, Paul, don't cry. Well, no, do cry, but don't cry about that. Oh, gosh. Why don't you say goodbye to the listeners?
Oh, all right, yes. Okay, listeners. Sorry, this has been a bit of an emotional episode. It's been emotional in a good way. And thanks for listening, and join us again soon. And I'm sure sometime along the line, when Comedy's done all his tests and all of the design and marketing is done, you'll get to hear more about this perfume.
We are scorpions. We are emotional.
Did you know that your Uncle John was intending to make a perfume in your name, Paul?
No, I didn't know.
He was going to call it Stink.
Stink? That's enough to make you cry.
It is, isn't it?
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we'll put a stop to that. Anyway, goodbye, listeners. Goodbye, and see you again soon. Take care. All right. Say goodbye, Ick.
Goodbye, Ick.
Goodbye, listeners. Goodbye.
Oh, look at you two. It's a beautiful scene. Well, kind of. Careful, guys, you might need another bucket.
Oh, sorry, pass one over.
You're supposed to have happy tears, not the sad tears. You don't cry.
Well, Charlotte, I've had quite an emotional day. You may have to be easy on me. I hope that's okay. I've been crying into buckets all afternoon. Yeah.
Crying into buckets? Why? Yaj, what happened?
Well, Ike has this idea about
making a Charlotte podcast perfume, you see, and he wants to use the tears of all the regulars, as part of the perfume. Originally, it was just supposed to be Paul, but then, well, throughout the course of the day, he kind of made everybody cry, including himself. So now he's got samples of me and Paul and Grizzly and himself and probably Cromitty too. Although Cromitty's going to be the one who has to sort it all out. I must say, I've got myself quite confused. So much talk about happy tears, sad tears. Oh dear. It's making me feel quite emotional.
Oh, that really sounds confusing and complicated. Come give me a big hug, you big crybaby. You're so sweet while crying.
Oh, thank you, Charlotte. That would be a great relief. Do you mind if I bring a bucket with me, though, when I come? It wants me to collect any tears that just happen to dribble out of my eyes.
Okay, you can bring your bucket. I can stand males crying. They are so manly then. I love sensitive men.
Oh, Charlotte, I'm sorry, did I make you cry? Maybe you should collect your own tears. I really hate for them to go to waste.
I do not have any buckets in that hotel room.
Oh, Charlotte, I'll bring another bucket.
I gotta go now. Bye. Gotta go. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wow. Really? No kidding.
Thank you, darling, and you too. Bye-bye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear, what's going on now? Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast. Let's go.
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
That is so cringe, oh my god.
You're a man of culture as well.
Hi listeners, as you have heard, it's been quite an emotional day. It's really running with this idea. It's a strange idea, but he's got his heart set on producing this perfume. Anyway, we're back at the flat now. It's taken a while to get all the buckets back. Thanks for your help, Grizzly.
Oh, it's not a problem. I hate crying so much.
Yes, I don't think I could cry another tear even if you wanted me to. At least not until tomorrow. So how many buckets have we got? 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We must have at least 42 buckets full of tears.
Sorry. Yeah, remember about those two we just pulled accidentally on the floor?
Oh yes, we did drop one or two, didn't we? And I think I drunk about a quarter of a bucket before I realised that tears are salty and not for drinking. Still, whatever I swallowed will probably come back out again at some point. Just hope it comes back out through the eyes. I was really thirsty, but... Cromitty, do you want us to take the rest of these buckets of tears down to the lab for you? We've taken a few already. Yes, thank you. I saw I nearly fell over one. Well, please don't spill any, will you? We took all day to cry those. I labelled all the buckets the best I could. Happy tears, sad tears, tears I wasn't sure, maybe a mixture of both. Tears from me, tears from Ick, tears from Grizzly and Yeti Uncle John. Well, I must admit, I have started a bucket of my own. I'm finding it quite upsetting seeing all these buckets taking up all the space. Oh dear. My lab is ruined. It's not ruined. The buckets are there for you to do tests on. I know, but it's just upsetting me to see the lab so full of tears. That's not what it was built for.
But this could be a good thing, Poverty. This could be a really good money-making idea. Everyone who's anyone has a perfume, and now maybe we'll have one soon. Well, I'll see what I can do. Oh, don't you start crying now, Grizzly.
I can't stop when someone cry around me.
Oh, no. Oh, golly, fetch some more buckets. There's a couple over there. Oh, no, I think they're full. I think there's some thermos flasks in the kitchen, or you could cry into one of Dealey's cat bowls. He won't mind. Can cats cry? I'm not sure, Paul. I don't think so. Sorry, listeners, we're really going to have to go. Oh, and by the way, listeners, if this episode makes you cry, please just collect your tears in a bucket and send them to us. We'll pay the postage. All right, thank you. Oh, it's really quite emotional. Oh, dear, Paul. Oh, dear. Oh, goodbye, listeners. Oh, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Bye. Bye, listener.
Goodbye, listeners.
You exist, but you please me. You're harder than that. You are good when you're good, but you're great when you're bad. You're a tease, but you please me. You simply divine. Although you look rather strange, I would say you will find you're a tease, just a tease, but you please me. You please me. You please me. You're a terrible flirt, but you do it so well. You tickle me big, and we just seem to chill. You're contagious, outrageous. Yes, you love to upstage us. You're a tease, but you please me. But you're mine, can't you tell? You're an ace, just a you're a tease, but you please me. You're utterly mad. You are good when you're good, but you're great when you're bad. You're a tease, but you please me. You simply divine. Although you look rather strange, I would say you will find you're a tease, just a tease, but you please me. You please me. You please me.
This is just the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Well, gotta tell you, I didn't expect that.
What the hell just happened on this show? I mean, seriously, reverse it, cause I lost. What's going on? What happened?
Man, was that worth it or not? Oh my goodness, that was a darling little shoe.
739.
739. That was beautifully done.
Oi, oi, that's your lot.
Bye.
You can always call me.
Oh, everyone's a critic.
Oh, how curious. Can you just just settle down. You're fine where you were. You're fine where you were. Just stay where you were or go on the back of the chair. Just sit down, please. Please. You're fine. Oh, Paul, I blame that Mr. Goodman. He's always going off on a tangent.
I have to be as quick as possible, but if you need some help, I can resume later, of course.
Oh, Paul, don't be silly.
Yes, sure. It's not.
One of the stupidest episodes ever. Every time we do an episode, we manage to add to our
Et voilà,